Welcome back to Bullet Creek. We had some viewers ask for an up-close look at this Taccom ultralight 22 long rifle upper receiver. So that's what we're going to do in today's video. I have two of these ultralight upper receivers by Taccom. One has the threaded barrel and the other does not have a threaded barrel. They both have 16-inch stainless steel barrels that are wrapped in carbon fiber and then a very light carbon fiber handguard. This is the way the upper receiver comes from the factory. It doesn't have a mil-spec type upper receiver. This upper receiver is thicker than a standard receiver. I didn't really like the way that it looked that much. The other thing is this upper receiver is actually heavier than a mil-spec upper receiver. I did what I do a lot of times, which I like to do, is fiddle with things and customize them. So what I did was take the barrel off of the factory upper receiver and put it on a standard mil-spec upper receiver. And it actually saved a little bit of weight, plus I just like the style better. Now, one thing I would comment on if you're considering doing this is that the dust cover won't stay up. There's something about the bolt itself that just doesn't allow the dust cover to stay up. The reason I like it, besides just the style and looks, is the weight. The weight of the factory upper receiver is still extremely lightweight, 2 pounds, 4.6 ounces. And then when I switched out to a mil-spec, 2 pounds, 1.7 ounces. So both of these are extremely lightweight upper receivers, and they just feel like there's hardly any weight at all when you assemble these on a lower. Let's just look at some of the details. You have the muzzle end of the unthreaded barrel. Uses a standard charging handle. The bolt group is self-retaining. It doesn't pop all apart when you take it out of the upper receiver. These, I believe, are either nickel boron or nickel Teflon. The breech end of the barrel is thinner and goes into the front of this bolt assembly. There's only one screw right here holding the handguard. So if we take this very light carbon fiber handguard off, get a better look at the barrel. Its own aluminum barrel nut. And a very thin stainless steel barrel wrapped in carbon fiber with almost no weight. To replace the handguard, we simply just fit the handguard over the barrel nut, line up the hole, and replace the little screw to keep it from spinning. These bolt groups are very easy to clean, very slick. I haven't had to do any kind of smoothing out or deburring on this bolt group to make it work reliably. You can spread these arms apart and get the collar, barrel collar off, and completely disassemble it when it gets dirty enough to need that. But I don't like doing that any more than necessary, because I'm afraid that over time you might warp these arms or get these arms bent. So I just do it when it's necessary, about every 500 rounds or so. But otherwise, very easy just to get the majority of the dirt off by wiping down the outside and just cleaning the bore. Reassembly is just very straightforward. Put in your charging handle. There again, it's just all one piece. If you don't have the auto sear trip and weight involved, then this just goes in very simply. The collar goes over the end of the barrel. And one thing that Taccom makes to help keep the entire assembly pressed forward is this receiver extension plug that they manufacture. It's a plastic plug that takes the place of the buffer with spring tension, and you can see in this conical shape will put pressure on the rear plate of the bolt group and keep everything nice and tight. So let's put this together. We'll put our little red dot back on. When I went to the Taccom website to do a little reading and research before making this video, I was surprised to find that it doesn't look like they make these uppers anymore. I don't know if the market for 22 long rifle upper receivers is just too small for so many different manufacturers to be involved, or what the problem was, but I've been very pleased with this upper receiver. If you were able to pick up one of these when they were manufacturing it, consider yourself lucky. So far, this upper receiver really seems to function best with a cheap Federal bolt pack. It's very lightweight and fun to shoot. If you have any questions or comments, please post those and I'll try to respond to those in a timely fashion. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.